I can remember at one point in my addiction, while I was sitting around with all my friends, we were talking about quitting weed at the time. And we all came to the agreement that we couldn't quit because there was nothing else to do. I remember we all like looked around like fucking shrugging at each other. Like, what else is there? What else is there to do? My whole world had completely shrunk and addiction had taken over my brain to the point where I couldn't even see any other options available. My fucking basic amoeba brain couldn't even begin to conceive or comprehend the fact that there might be another way. The thing is that I had put all of my eggs or happiness in one basket and I was blind. Like, it wasn't all my fault, right? I couldn't fucking see any other baskets. Welcome, my name is Gavin and I'm here to help you quit your addiction, whatever that may be. If you need any help, just go to the first link in the description. But today I want to answer the question, can quitting weed, alcohol, cocaine, whatever your fucking substance is, can it make you happier? And the answer is, it depends. So let's unpack a few things. Now, this is going to be particularly useful, especially if you're relapsing or if you're very new to recovery. Now, you might feel exactly how I used to. You might think there's a lack of other things to do. You might feel like, oh, life will be so fucking boring if I didn't take drugs. Lots of people feel that way. It's quite normal. That's exactly how I used to feel. And if you do feel that way, I can tell you, you are very, very wrong. My life is infinitely more satisfying and I'm way more happier than I've ever been. To put it in perspective, my absolute worst, shittest sober day is 1,000,000,000 times better than my very best day in addiction. The problem is that you are putting all of your happiness or dopamine into one bucket. So if you take that bucket away, what have you got? Apart from withdrawals, crippling fucking anxiety and depression, before long, you're going to be in a lot of discomfort. You're going to be irritable. You're going to be wanting to change the way you feel. And then you're going to start using again. And then the cycle just repeats again and again and again. So what can you do to help ease this process? You can't just take that one bucket away, right? You need to add more buckets. You need to get more sources of dopamine. So let's talk about some good staples that you can add in. Now, these will vary from person to person depending on your hobbies and interests, but this will give you a great place to start from so you can hit the ground running. The first thing that I would add in is exercise. Now, there are a million different reasons why exercise is fucking good for you, right? But the reason I like it is because it releases natural endorphins and dopamine. In other words, it makes you feel good. You don't have to run marathons straight off the bat. That's absolutely fine. You just have to make yourself sweat and raise your heart rate just a little bit. Even brisk walking has been shown in studies to drastically decrease signs of anxiety and depression. The second dopamine or happiness bucket has been absolutely priceless for me. It's literally amazing. It's been one of the biggest linchpins in my recovery, and that is meditation. Now, forget all of the fucking stigmas that you've attached to meditation. You don't have to be a tree hugging hippie. Look at me. I don't have a fucking top knot. I don't wear sandals and socks everywhere. I don't rub sea moss on my fucking body every single day. Just give it a try. What the fuck have you got to lose? Now, you can try guided meditation, or I like to just close my eyes and just concentrate on my breathing. Trying to breathe as deep as I can when I inhale, and then make sure that I empty my lungs when I exhale. Another thing you can do is try box breathing. So just basically breathing in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then exhaling for 4 seconds. This is actually one of the techniques that Navy SEALs and Marines use in the field to help fight that fight or flight instinct. It literally resets their brain and keeps them calm in situations where death could be very possible. So you can actually use this in your everyday life. The third dopamine bucket that you should add is daily reading. Now, when you take that one dopamine source away, right, and you stop doing things like doom scrolling on social media, daily reading or learning is a really good way to stimulate your brain in a healthy way. And that will definitely come in handy when you do quit your addiction, because you're going to need to put your energies in another place. You can literally turn that addiction into ambition. And that's one of the reasons why I started this business. And it gives me a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. Another cheat code is to up your testosterone when you quit a substance. Now, alcohol absolutely destroys testosterone in men. Opioids suppress testosterone production. Even narcotics increase prolactin, which destroys your testosterone. And smoking weed causes testicular shrinkage. Your fucking balls are literally shrinking the more fucking weed you smoke. It decreases testosterone, increases sperm abnormalities, and reduces sperm motility and viability. You are fucking destroying your essence. On top of that, if you get a testosterone supplement, it will reduce anxiety and depression massively. Now, obviously, this is incredibly important for men. That's one of the reasons I designed my own. I give it away to everyone who joins the community for free, but you don't have to fucking join my community. Please, whatever happens, just go and get a testosterone supplement and start taking it. It is a fucking game changer. Another thing that you can do to help in your early recovery is just to pick up the fucking phone, okay? Reach out to someone. Ideally, someone else who is sober or someone else who is trying to quit, okay? You need that support. And when you're lost in yourself and just thinking you're overcome with that fucking addiction, sometimes you just need to speak to somebody else. And I know it sounds really fucking basic, but I'm telling you, it works. Now, you can add as many dopamine or happiness buckets as you like. It all depends on what you like, right? What you're into. Maybe it's art, maybe it's making music. It can be whatever you like, as long as you're diversifying your happiness so you're not constantly reliant on that one source, right? If you think you've got all these different areas where you can draw happiness from, you're no longer reliant on that one fucking happiness bucket. So can quitting your substance make you happier? Abso-fucking-lutely, it will. But you have to be willing to try new things, because obviously whatever you've been doing is not working. So you have to be willing to try a different way. It's just like that saying, right? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Guys, remember, it is your God-given right to be successful, and it's your responsibility to reach your potential.